Hello and welcome back. For those of you who have been following this channel, know that we as a family are moving to Spain this summer. And this is one of the first videos. I want to do like a 10 video project to actually go over points and over this experience, what it takes to actually uproot your life and move to a different country. Just a quick note, this is definitely based on my personal experience, on my family experience. It's not like a spur of the moment. It took us about 2 years. My sister, she was the initiator. She did most of the research. We had a lot of family gatherings. We did a lot of information, calls, and actually travels to the country that we intend to move in. So I want to go over a couple of points that you should consider if you do decide to move out of Canada. A lot of people do. It's the recession hit us pretty hard. That doesn't mean that this is the end destination. You can move for a couple of years, and if you decide later on that you want to move back, then by all means, never burn the bridges. You don't know how the tides might turn. But these are a couple of points that I encountered when we start doing research into moving to a different country. One of the first things that you should research is make sure that your children get a solid education. If English is their first language, then by all means, this is one of the first things that I started looking for. It's universities, degrees, schools, and how it works, how I can enroll my children, what do they expect of them. This was pretty much an eye-opener for me because I never knew that there are so many English-speaking schools in another country other than Canada and US, obviously somewhere in Europe. But Spain is one of the countries that has top schools when it comes to university, when it comes to elementary school, when it comes to high school. So I did very much of a thorough research. And if you decide to move to a different country, that's number one thing that you should do, especially if you're moving with kids. Cost of living should be significantly lower to justify your move. You really should do your research and see how much is cost of living. And Spain does have a lower cost of living than Canada, at least for now. So we decided to take on this opportunity and just uproot our life and move there for at least a couple of years, as far as I'm concerned. Do your research on the community. It's really important to have a supporting system. I am lucky enough, we're moving a couple of families at the same time, my closest family, so it's not going to be as foreign for us, but having a supportive community when you move into a particular area, make sure that you find out who lives in that area so you don't feel as a stranger. Do your research when it comes to the infrastructure. If you do decide to get a job in a different country, you gotta make sure that you know your basics. If you are moving and you can work remotely, make sure that the company that you're working at are okay with you working from a different continent. All of this should be in your infrastructure research, and it's really one of the major researches that you should do before moving to a different country. Make sure you live on good terms the country you are living from, because you don't know if you are going to live in a different country forever, if you decide to come back home per se, if you're not gonna fit in, if you're not gonna feel like it's your place to live. Always keep your options open. Keep in mind, you're not a tree. You can uproot again and move to a different place. Start an online business if you can. It's an extremely important skill to learn, and it's so much easier to work remotely. You can live anywhere. It doesn't matter which country you choose, but starting an online business, it's gonna easy up the load so much for you. You don't need to get involved in a different country's infrastructure, or you don't need to still stay with your employee from the country you're living. So having an online business is gonna really easy up the load and untie your hands when it comes to financial independence. Make sure you are getting your family ready early in advance and talk. I do this with my teens on regular basis. I do this with everyone. People need to be ready for the fact that you're not gonna be around. Even your friends, even whoever you're leaving behind, whoever is gonna miss you per se, people need to feel comfortable and okay. You shouldn't actually base your decision on what other people are gonna say, but to be kind of on good terms and to live on good terms, it really is important. Statistics shows that it takes about 12 months for you to get comfortable and confident in a new place, wherever you moved. So give it time. Don't right away think if you moved to a new country that within a couple of months you're gonna feel at home. You won't. There's gonna be a lot of doubt. I still have doubts, and we're moving this summer. There's gonna be a lot of overthinking, a lot of should I or should I not? Should I bring all of my children? Should I leave one of my children or two of my children's here? So before you are actually deciding, oh, it's not for me, I shouldn't do it, think of it this way. It takes 12 months at least It's a skill. You are learning how to actually uproot your life and move. If you can do this, you can do virtually anything. This is such a character build for you. You will learn how to speak a new language. You're going to be in a new environment. You're gonna try new food. This is an experience, and I keep telling that to my children. Not all of them are on board per se 100%. I keep telling them that look at it as an experience. That doesn't mean that it's the end of your life. It's just the beginning of your life. It can be a stepping stone. It doesn't need to be like, oh, I moved, there's nothing else to do. This is the 21st century. Planes are flying. We're 6 hours away from Canada, so it's not the end of the world. Distance doesn't matter if the relationship does. So if you are leaving a partner behind, or a boyfriend, or your children are gonna leave their boyfriends or girlfriends behind, think of it this way. It's very important to actually speak out and be as open as possible. My son, he's a little bit uncomfortable with the fact that he's leaving his girlfriend behind, but I always tell him that there's so many options. You guys can see each other, you guys can fly to each other, there's holidays, there's always possibilities. So keep in mind, if the relationship matters, distance doesn't. Moving out of your comfort zone, it's such a great way of growing, of evolving. You are growing, you are expanding yourself, you are opening up yourself to new possibilities. And you shouldn't look at it as I'm moving because I cannot sustain my life, it's too expensive in Canada. It's not only that. This is not the only reason. It's a major reason for me. But if you are more or less financially stable and you decide to uproot your life and move to a new country, it shouldn't be based just on financial. It should be based on a lot of things. Maybe it's a warmer country. Maybe that country has more opportunities for you in whatever you're doing. Maybe that country is in the middle of Europe, so you can travel. So don't base your decision just on one factor. Don't be discouraged by those people that are like, oh, I would never do that. Canada is such a secure and safe country. You are not those people. You are different. You wanna expand, you wanna grow, you wanna see different countries, you wanna see the world. So not everyone is going to take this move maybe as lightly as you will, and that's okay. We are all different. We all have our own different goals, different achievements, different things we want to do with our lives. So never compare yourself when it comes to personal growth and when it comes to you moving out of your comfort zone. It's fine, you can do it. Think of the experience. That's one of the major things that I keep telling to my children. Think of the experience you will get. When you are living just in one country and when you are kind of influenced by just one type of environment, one type of food, one type of music, hobbies, it's not gonna give you the opportunity to grow. It's the same way as traveling. You should be traveling 100%, but when you are moving and when you are getting incorporated into a new country with new rules, new regulations, new holidays, a new food, new experiences, this is gonna be such an eye-opener for you. You will learn so much about yourself, what you can endure, what is good for you, what is bad for you. Keep in mind, before you'll know what's good for you, you will know what's bad for you. And this is an experience. So this is just like an overview of what I'm experiencing and our family is experiencing as we are getting ready to move out of Canada. Please comment down below if you are thinking of moving, if you are thinking of relocating. What are your steps? What are you doing? I would really love to hear from you guys. Other than that, this is just the first video. I'm gonna do many more, and thank you for following. Please do give me a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video.